I guess first, could I kind of just get some background? Are you from this area, or did you move here? Just kind of how you got here and in the school systems here.
Great, yes. I'm from the Oakland City area, so I'm about 25 miles away. And I started my career at Washington Catholic Schools, and I worked there for 15 years, three of which as principal. And in 2010, I was called to Holy Spirit School. So I spent right at 16 years as principal at Holy Spirit School. And so that leads me up to this point where I've accepted a position here at St. James.
Did you know, like growing up or even like high school, college, did you know education was a field you wanted to go in, or did you figure that out later? Just kind of your call
I
to
figured
into
that
that.
out. I figured that out later. I was actually in high school and junior and senior. I was kind of drawn towards being an educator.
And what can you tell me just briefly, kind of what um, grade levels or subjects you taught before you went into principal role?
Sure, sure. At Washington Catholic, I taught middle school math and social studies. There during that time, I was also the lead teacher, assistant principal of the middle school. So, middle school math and social studies primarily.
And going up from the teaching to the principal role, is that something you knew you wanted to do? Did you kind of get nudged in that direction? Is kind of how you got
I
there?
was nudged. I was nudged, and there was a opportunity to assist the principal in a lead teacher kind of capacity after I taught for 4 or 5 years, and so I maintained lead teacher. So I taught half the day, and I helped in administration half the day for about 5 years at Washington Catholic.
You were obviously at Washington Catholic for a decent amount of time, and then obviously Holy Spirit, you were there for 16 years, like you mentioned. So, just those two places, or if you want to go separately or together, just kind of what you learned and maybe how you grew from when you entered the teaching profession to now where you are as a principal.
Yeah, so at Washington Catholic, I believe that the 5 years, 5 years that I was the administrative assistant, lead teacher, dean of students in the middle school, that gave me quite a bit of background in administration without being a principal or a full-fledged assistant principal or principal. That really it seemed to anchor me as far as just learning the dynamics, communication with parents, and communication with teachers and staff and all parts of the community. So that seemed to provide a really strong foundation for me prior to accepting the principal position there at Washington Catholic. So at Washington Catholic, 3 years as principal there. Very pleased. A lot back in the day. A lot of the moves that we made at the time really over the years that really seemed to help Washington Catholic grow. And it's been a few years, but such as moving the preschool over, I remember doing that. The last 16 years at Holy Spirit, that has been an incredible experience as far as a learning experience, dealing with and getting to know a very diverse community.
And can you talk just briefly about, because obviously you were at Holy Spirit for a long time, what intrigued you or interested you about the position here and coming over to St. James?
After 16 years at Holy Spirit, it it seemed as if it was time. It was time to make a change. I had great memories, great thoughts and memories. Enjoyed my time, but it was definitely I felt God calling me to a new mission, and I saw the St. James principal position, and knowing what a rich Catholic culture, farming community, and multi-generational families, it very much attracted me to St. James.
Obviously, you've done this before, going from Washington Catholic to Holy Spirit, now Holy Spirit to St. James. So, what are the keys to kind of getting acclimated to the community and getting to know everybody? And is that something that's just a slow process, or how do you go about that?
I think it's a slow process, but I think you really just have to dive in and let the Lord lead you, and get to know the community. Go slow, and take your time, and yeah.
And you depend on fellow staff. Obviously, the pastor, Father Andrew Thomas, has been here for a little bit too. So, do you kind of depend on other people to kind of fill you in on the way things have been, or dynamics, or do you just?
Absolutely, absolutely. In taking this role, I'm really going to learn from everyone in the community, all the teachers and staff, the administration here, Father Andrew, the parish staff, parents. I'm basically going to do my best to kind of learn the community and learn what we do and what we have done, and work to continue the great growth that's occurred at St. James.
Anything you might, down the road want to change here? Is this something where you kind of see how things are done and then change things? Do you come in and try to change things immediately? Just kind of, how's that work for you?
I want to come in and go slow, learn the culture, learn the community. What might work at one organization may not work very well in another. So I'm of spirit to come in and learn. First, get to know what we do, what do we do, and what works well, and slowly work towards that continuous improvement.
Are there certain, because you've obviously been principal now here around 2 decades overall, so are there certain things you like to see, like in your schools? Is there certain characteristics, or is each one different, and there's not anything specific? Just kind of talk about kind of what you envision or like to see in a school that you're in charge of.
Yeah, we have to be first and foremost Catholic, period. We're a Catholic school, and we have to be first and foremost Catholic. And I believe that we also have to remember that we are, whatever school that a person's in, we are truly a ministry of our parish. We exist because the parish decides this is a ministry. This is a ministry of their parish, and we exist because of that. And a lot of parishioners give their time, treasure, and money just so that we have that happen.
And you touch a little bit on the priorities, Catholic school, being Catholic, but, and I know you're new, so if you can't answer this, let me know, but just for families in the area, maybe they are considering Catholic school but aren't sure, just kind of what are some of the benefits, and why should they maybe consider St. James as an option for them?
Well, I believe that families should consider St. James as an option just because of the rich Catholic culture tradition. Even our non-Catholic families can benefit from coming from a rich Catholic Christian culture, for one. Also, St. James provides an exemplary education in a safe environment for parents and students.
Your third stop as principal, do you think having been a principal at multiple other places helps prepare you for a transition like this, as opposed to if it was maybe your first principal job? Can you kind of compare the Washington even versus just now, and how maybe more prepared you feel?
Yes, I believe my 20 years experience and experience at Holy Spirit as well as Washington Catholic, it certainly helps. It certainly helps with the transition. With any transition, there's a certain amount of new that a person needs to learn. Needs to learn the culture of the school, culture of the community. And also the students that we serve, and parents and teachers, and I think it's very important to listen, and in entering as a new principal, listen to your students, listen to your teachers, listen to your parents. And I think the person can serve themselves well just by listening and not reacting so quick. Take everything in and give it some thought.